you'll select just that face. Twice is that face and the surrounding edges. 3 times is the entire object. Another way of selecting is to click and drag. If you click and drag to the right, you'll see that solid line, and that'll select everything that's fully within that line. And then if you click and drag to the left, you'll see a perforated line, and that selects anything that the line is touching. Now notice when I click on this one, it looks a little bit different. That's because this is either a group or a component. When you're drawing something, after you're done drawing it, you always want to turn it into either a group or a component. For example, these two things have not been turned into groups yet. So if I was to move this one, let's say I move this one over here, click away, now this is stuck to this one, and it would be really hard for me to separate the two. They become essentially one object. But this one, that's already been made into a group, I can connect it, click away, and then later I can come back, and that's still its own group. I can easily separate it. So the difference between a group and a component really only comes into play when you make copies. So I'll turn this one into a group. I'll make this one a component. Create. Okay, now let's say I made a copy. M, control, click, spacebar, M, control. Okay. So now if I modified this, I can delete that, nothing happens to its copy. But then if I modify this one, this is the component. If I modify a component, whatever I do to that component, it does to all of the copies. So that's the difference. So usually I'll turn everything into a group unless there's some specific reason I want to turn it into a component.